Go to sleep. Hello and welcome to today's episode of Rolling into the Future. Today's episode is kind of a piggyback on YouTube I did 2 weeks ago. Dear younger me, dear mom and dad, 6 things I would have told I would tell other parents of people with disabilities. Well, this week's is entitled Dear Younger Me, 6 things I would have told myself growing up with a disability if I had the chance. Wake up, minimize the window. Mouse 7, go to sleep. Mouse 4, let me preface the YouTube with this. 7. After 38 years of living with a disability, I don't claim to know everything. These are just 6 things I wish I would have had someone come alongside me and tell me growing up. Don't get me wrong, my parents did a wonderful job of encouraging me along my journey, and still do. But these are some pieces of advice teenagers will take better from their peers. You know, I've been in your shoes, and the things will get better lectures. Believe me, I've heard a lot of them in my time. That being said, even now I'm still learning as I go. Someone once said, it isn't about the destination, but the journey it takes you to get there. I can't exactly remember who exactly I can't remember who exactly I remember hearing that from, but it's a paraphrase. Anyway, here we go. Number 1, there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. Yes, you have a disability, but that doesn't make you any different from anyone else. True, people may stare at you, but that's their problem. They stare for one of 2 reasons. They just haven't had any interactions with anyone with a disability. You may be there first. 2, they have questions and don't know how to approach you. Remember, you are more than your disability. Number 2, don't change who you are for anyone. I'm no fool. I remember how difficult middle school and high school were on me as well as on my parents. How desperately I just wanted to fit in, but it didn't happen as quickly as I would have liked. In some ways, I think being labeled normal is overrated. Everyone is unique and special for some reason. After all, God made you that way. Pick up the Bible and read Psalms 139 if you don't believe me. Some subscribers may be able to relate to this, but I used to look at my friends in high school and say, They are so lucky to have friends like that. I used to cry because I felt so alone sometimes. But looking back, those times are what made my friendships now so special. They see the real me and are are not just are not on some superficial level, a superficial level. As a matter of fact, wake up, page down, go to sleep. As a matter of fact, I still struggle with questions like, why don't I have a boyfriend yet? In truth, I still don't know why. I just have to believe God is taking a little longer preparing him for the task and preparing me as well. I am nowhere near where God wants me to be in terms of my faith, but God is leading me there. The fact is, loneliness happens to everyone at some point in their lives, not just people with disabilities, although ours may stick around longer than most. At any time, at any rate, disability can bring loneliness into your life. Look at Psalms 102 verse 7, which says, I lie awake because I am a lonely bird on a housetop. That's why I'm so glad I have God in my life. Because he shepherds and comforts me. With the Lord, because, okay, because he shepherds and comforts me. The Lord is my shepherd, and I lack nothing. Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no danger, for you are with me. Your rod and staff reassure me. Psalms 23:1 NET. Number 3. Learn how to speak up for yourself sooner than later. Advocacy is a tough thing to learn. For that reason, I am suggesting you watch and learn from the best, your parents. I realize this may be a hard thing to comprehend, seeing as though you probably want to be as independent as possible. Believe me, I've been there too. But let's be honest, everyone needs someone in their corner when people don't take you seriously. For that reason, I suggest starting to advocate for yourself sooner or later. What exactly do we mean by this? Advocating for the small things to the bigger issues helps you find your voice. This ensures that later on in life, when your parents aren't around, you are able to advocate for yourself and makes you more assertive, their own advocate. It makes other people take you seriously. Wake up. Press space bar. Minimize window. Go to sleep. The next slide just shows 3 ways advocacy helped me. I was able to attend United Cerebral Palsy Delray Center because someone advocated for me to have early intervention. I graduated from high school because people advocated for me to be mainstreamed by an IEP, which stands for Individual Education Plan. 3. And I was able to advocate for UCP by appearing on TV as their ambassador to ask for support. These are just a few ways advocacy was able to help me to succeed. But back to my list. The 4th thing I would say to myself growing up, if I had the chance, is to expect the unexpected. Growing up with a disability, you and your parents quickly learn that nothing works out as planned. That's okay. Learn to roll with the punches and make adjustments when necessary. Here are 2 prime examples. During my college years, I relied on professional caregivers hired from agencies to get me up and ready for classes. Sometimes, however, things didn't work out as planned, and I had to wait in bed until they arrived. This sometimes made me late for class. Or, what about the time I was studying for Spanish when my night PA, that stands for personal assistant, arrived drunk or high? To this day, I don't know which. Campus security had to remove her from the campus. But then there are those good surprises, the ones that make you grateful for the angels in your life. It was my 26th birthday, and my friends said that they had something planned for the day, but wouldn't tell me exactly what. Unbeknownst to me, they had canceled my night personal assistant and notified my mom that they would need her to come over and put me to bed. My parents just lived 20 minutes away. Turned out they were my friends were throwing me a milkshake party in the main building next to the dorm. It was a night I will never forget. This is when God showed me what true friendship looked like. 5. Develop a thick skin. Waiting isn't easy for anyone, let alone someone from the disabled community. But let's face it, it's an important part of gaining one's independence. For example, hang on, I need to turn to the next page. Wake up, page down. Go to sleep. For that reason, it's vital that one develop a thick skin as well as an intentional patience. Why a thick skin? One word: stereotypes. As I said earlier and learned early in my life, some people don't know how to interact with people with disabilities. They usually believe the following misconception: you can't talk or think for yourself. That being said, it isn't necessarily your job to try to change their minds, but try not to take it personally. Educate when you can, otherwise live your life. On the next slide, I have written down several tips for approaching a disabled person, but I'm not going to go over them now. Just leave them there for you to read if you want. And finally, number 6. Asking for help doesn't affect your independence. I will admit I struggled with this a lot at the beginning. I wanted to try and do whatever I could myself, but in the end, I had to ask for help. I knew my limitations. Asking for help does not mean you have failed. It does not reflect on your independence. In fact, it adds to it. What do I mean by this? Well, in asking for help, you are adding to your circle of people, acquaintances, and friends that understand your needs and can help you in the future. Well, that's it for today's episode of Rolling into the Future. See you next time. I haven't quite figured out what my next topic will be, so if you like this one or have any questions regarding my PowerPoint, feel free to Instagram me or my blog is on the banner. You can also email me that way too. Remember, I love you, but God loves you more. See you next time. Bye. Wake up. Minimize the window. Open